You're such an asshole.
Hello, children. We got a request. If you got a request, you can always go to assholeconsulting.com. Blah, 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 blah. Cappy, I destroyed my wife's trust in our intimacy due to a 4-year-long addiction to drugs and alcohol. I spent a ton of money behind her back, pretended everything was okay, lied about our finances, and neglected our sex life. This is the second time I did such a thing in the last 15 years. I realized 2 months ago I can't handle and fix my addiction and alcoholism on my own. Yes. I hope you're in some kind of treatment program or you're going to AA. That's the whole underlying, that's not premise. The underlying fact of alcoholism or addiction in general is you do not control it. That's why if you go to an AA meeting or read through the book or whatever, it's you have to outsource your control to God, essentially, or the closest approximation to it. And that is, you need to understand that you don't control it. And I'm not a big guy about, it's not my fault, I'm just a victim. To solve your problem, you need to first accurately diagnose it. In case you slip again, you don't control it. Therefore, you got to make damn sure you don't take that first drink or first hit or first snort or whatever it is the cool hip kids are doing nowadays. And you've done it twice, so now you know, like, oh yeah, you had a bout of sobriety, and then you got bored or whatever, you got a bad day, you took another hit, oh, there you slipped right back into it. So I'm assuming you're, I think in the follow-up email, you're 8 weeks sober. So yeah, you can handle it. That's right. Get into AA or Addicts Anonymous or whatever. To my amazement, she didn't leave me. Instead, she said she'll help me get better, but under the condition of total transparency and openness. Yeah, and I'd say you're giving her all the money. Which, again, I rarely say, yeah, give the women all the money. Do you know how much you fucked up if I'm saying give the woman all the money? Because she's the one showing responsibility here. I'm saying it for your own damn good. In case you happen to relapse again, she's in charge of the money. She is. Yeah, I'd be doing direct deposit into her account. I would, wherever you make your money, that goes to her first. And I would even say you don't get no credit card. You could rack up bills and debts. Right? If you wanted to, I don't know how afraid of yourself you are, but I'd lock down your credit report so that you don't go. Because let's put it this way. If you give the wife the money, she's in charge of the purse strings and you don't get no money unless it's for, like going in to get gas or whatever else like that. You'll go and open up some kind of loan and fuck up yours and by consequence, your wife and your family's finances. So if you lock down your credit reports, you're at the credit bureaus, then no new lines of credit can be open. That might be something I don't know where you are, but yeah, your wife is in charge of the family finances now because you're not. And then you get a credit card, like with a limit, like one of them spending cards or a debit card, essentially allow you to go and function out there in the red. Yeah, but no, wifey poo is in charge now. And the fact she didn't leave me, she honors her vows. You got a saint there. The irony. And I'm like, I won't lie. I'm like, these are two fat pigs living in the trailer park. Then you sent me the pictures. I'm like, holy shit. You guys aren't fat. She's good looking too. What the fuck are you doing? Things are getting better for me, and my wife has helped me stay clean and accountable. However, I struggle with initiating intimacy. It's as if I have forgotten how to be a man around a woman. Any advice on how to rebuild a great sex life would be greatly appreciated. Thank you. And I said, well, how long have you been sober? And are you and her overweight? How much exercise are you doing to get back into shape? Also, what are your finances like? Sober for 8 weeks after using for 4 years. You lost weight. One of the, I guess, the benefits of that, because now you're slim and looking good too. Lift weights 3 times a week, 4 to 5 hours a week total. Awesome. Eating more and better quality food. You make a very handsome wage. Listen to this, guys. Listen to this. Wife stays at home, takes care of the castle, and homeschools our 2 kids. Holy fuck, dude. I mean, I know addiction is all consuming. How the fuck do you put that at risk? And then you sent some pictures. Were they here? Oh, yeah. Yeah, your wife is good looking. She's in shape, especially for your guys' age. So you got kids? Fuck you. You got kids. What the fuck are you doing? Look at that. Would. Your wife would. Absolutely. I would. And if you don't, somebody will. Somebody will. Not to say she's going to run out on you. I don't want to put more pressure on you here. And actually, the pressure is not even going to be pressure. Now look, just so you know, I ain't no neurologist or therapist or and all I got is going, I have my own bouts with alcoholism and all that. Although I didn't really have it. Look, I'm not Sherlock Holmes, but here's as far as I could think about. You got bigger things to worry about than intimacy with your wife. Now, 8 weeks, that's a good stretch. That's 2 months. But you were fucking with your brain and your chemicals for 4 years. Right? You put your family at risk. You put your relationship with your wife at risk. Your brain in a sober state is wrestling with some pretty key things. This isn't just you. This is every guy out there. But if you're worried about big, important things, your sex drive goes away. Like when I was dealing with the house and, getting the sister fuckers of America known as South Dakota tradesmen to put together the house, so it wouldn't fall over or blow up if a butterfly landed on it. I wasn't like, oh yeah, and let me now go have sex with the GF. The GF could have dressed up in the sexiest little outfit ever. I'm not joking. She could have shown up with another hot little redhead with Tig Old Bitty. No, man, not in the mood. Not in the mood. You got stress at work, you got financial stresses, whatever. If really important things are weighing heavily on your mind, the sex drive isn't one of the first things to go, but it's put on the back burner. And you, sir, have a lot of heavy things on your mind. I mean, matter of fact, I think it would be a little weird if you're like, oh yeah, and the sex life is great. Like, wait, really? That seems a little like you need to give your brain, your body, and your mind a little bit of time to recover, gain stability. Like that's just the psychological component. I mean, 8 weeks is a long time, but I think you literally threatened your entire fucking life and your children and a hot wife, which is more valuable than a fat, ugly one you don't want to fuck. Oh my God, did he say it? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. You have, and you are freshly off of destroying your entire life. And it was a good one. Probably you got a wife that takes care of 2 kids and homeschools them and stays in shape. And it looks like your 2 kids are nice little kids. You are 8 weeks out of that. And you're like, what? You're supposed to be Ron Jeremy and start performing sexually? No, your brain's still coming out of this shit. You're like, oh shit. And then that says nothing about the actual physical, whatever, neurochemicals, hormones, like your brain recovering and your body and your pituitary gland, whatever. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I don't know. But I got to imagine that you're still physically recovering in some capacity where, you know what, sex is probably, yeah, that'd be nice, but it's like 3rd or 4th on the list. You got way bigger things to worry about. A lot more other things to solve. So I would actually kind of go easy on yourself a little bit in this regard. You got bigger fish to still fry. 8 weeks, that's a good long stretch. Don't worry. The fish are almost done. You still got to fry them a little bit. A little raw. It's okay. Don't add added pressure like, oh, now I got to have sex. Just chill the fuck out. Right? You don't have to. Obviously, have this conversation with your wife. She seems to be incredibly understanding. Just, yeah. Look, because here's the thing. Your wife ain't going to leave you just because the sex life has been put on hold. She probably will leave you if you pull this if you relapse and do this bullshit again with the drugs and the alcohol and the finances, right? Get that shit squared away to where you're comfortable and secure in that. And then I would imagine your appetite for sex will come back when these more important things have been taken care of. Now, if you wanted to accept, you need, there's probably a point where you're going to have to get to the point that you forgive yourself and allow yourself to have fun once again, which maybe you got to take that up with God or whoever or actual therapist, but good luck finding one of those that isn't like, oh my God, do you hate women? Have you heard of our Lord and Savior, Karl Marx? You have toxic masculinity. So I'm just saying you got to get in the position where you feel good about yourself again. Like, yeah, I'm kind of, hey, wifey poo, slap her in the ass. Hey, kids, go out and play. Where? Don't give a shit. Just go about 10 miles away. Get the fuck out of here. So that's, yeah, it's a little early, man. Then I guess, see, because it's a two, obviously sex is, it's a 2-person team most of the time. Then you say, okay, well, what could your wife do? Which I'm not saying this is her burden or responsibility, but could your wife do something too? Does she dress up in sexy little cute outfits? Can you send the kids off to grandma and grandpa? But I don't know if she should do that if you ain't ready. The irony is like the switch, except like it's middle school, but you're the girl and she's the guy. I mean, has she been bothering you about it? If she has been, just, tell her to understand and you're not ready. She sounds like a very wonderful, patient, understanding woman. I guess what could she do to she's already in great shape. She always does the wifey thing. I'm a big fan of lingerie. She could just, just try this. Hear me out. Just try this. Sex will not be on the table, right? Don't worry about this. You're not going to have sex. What if she just dressed up in a bikini and heels and walked around and did her wife shit when the kids were gone? What if she just dressed up in sexy lingerie, just was sexier than she is now and just, play to your base human biology, but without the stress of worrying that, okay, now you have to have sex. Like, what if she just got all gussied up, and just walked around like, oh, yeah, I remember why I chased after that. Yeah. And just, there you go, man. Just chill. Just relax. Just relax. But otherwise, no, it sounds like you're doing everything. You're working out, you're dieting, exercise. Keep going to AA. You look good. I'll tell you that. Like, if you lost 50 pounds, you were probably, overweight. Yeah, like going sober definitely chiseled you up. Yeah, look at those kids. Don't fuck it up for those kids. Yeah, that's all I got. Rebuild a great sex life. I mean, just make sure you got a family life first. You're not going to go through divorce. Then you can worry about becoming the next porn star. All right, I have spoken. Link below is a link to my Amazon affiliate link. So you get buy. So all the sex toys and no, don't bother with that. Unless she wants that, I don't know. Maybe that'd be kind of cool. So you have the Amazon affiliate link, do all your shopping there. There's a link to the Subscribe Star account, which gets you access to the Road Trip podcast, which I haven't done one in a while because I've been doing that accounting course. What the hell else? Links to books and links to courses. The minimalism course, Achieving Minimalism, is open for the next 24 hours, basically. And then it will close. And the World's Greatest Accounting Career course, that is new. I published that yesterday. For those of you who are interested, that's available there too. And other courses as well. Let's go to super chats. Dre, $2. Is this a real? It is. Honest to God, I do not. Hey, don't you? I do not make these up. Do you know how easy it would have been for me? Oh, dear Penthouse Forum. I got the receipts. For legal reasons, I archive these in case there's anything like, well, you didn't do it. Anyone comes back and tries to sue me. Also, there's a legal disclaimer. You click the terms of service And so I save it all because you wouldn't generate an email if you didn't click the terms of service. These are all legit, Dre. These are all legit. How dare you, sir, questioning my integrity? Ew, a hazmat trucker with the warning sign that should be on every truck for white girl blood. Hey, you know what? I wonder if the client was addicted to white girl blood. Nah, he wouldn't be so empirical. 1, don't be fat. 2, don't let her be fat. Kick her out. No, it's not that. Trust you, me. They're good-looking people. They're a good-looking couple. She's what, 10 and a half years, the asshole consult. They're fat pigs like they always are. I open up the image like, oh, dang. No, they're good-looking people. For once, this is a legitimate problem. Not, I'm a lazy fuck, as evidenced by my fatness. Why can't I find a job? It's because you're a lazy fuck. No, is there another thing that I could, it must be my hair color. Dre, $2. He could pay her. Oh, wait, he did with the, no, he's wrong. She's right. I'm not look, we can't, vagina. Well, she can't possibly be in charge of them. No, she's in charge of the money. Absolutely. I just hand it all over to her. And she stays at home. Not only takes care of the kids, but homeschools the kids. Motherfucker. Andre Rev, 20 reals. My future ex thinks she will be super happy at 33, no own house, and a kid. I know she's secretly dating. I want to see her new relationship crumble. Point a finger, laugh. Try to bring her back. Not sure I want. No. Dude, totally understandable, Andre. You got that attachment to her, which is perfectly human. She's a despicable piece of shit, right? And as you get older and you remove these, they're just chemicals, man. They're just chemicals. You got to use your mind because it's all in your head. I'm happy. Feeling sad. Look at her behavior. Try to remove the emotion. And you want to see her new relationship crumble? Dude, let me tell you about the front row seat you have to this woman's life. It's not just going to be this relationship. It's going to be the rest of them. You said no house and she has a kid. So she has to rely on somebody else. She has a kid, so she's already burdened and hurdled by that. It's going to, I could be wrong. This could be the love of her life. I doubt it, but she's going to go from one to the next to the next. And all you got to do, Andre, all you got to do is keep your nose clean. Just don't fuck up. Work out, stay in shape. You don't even have to date. You don't have to go get some younger, hotter thing. You just have to let this one fuck it up. And she is. I almost guarantee you she is. Dre, $2. But Cappy, they say wives don't own husband sex. Yep, they say. There's even a book out there called Women Don't Owe You Pretty. And it's written by a very happy young woman who I don't even think is 30 years old. And you can look at her and she's the type of woman who doesn't like sex. No, and this, let go of the sex war is not here. There is not a sex war going on here. Let it all go. This is a good woman who has treated her husband more than kindly. She probably does like sex too. Everything else checks. Can we clone your wife? Like if, just have her go to a lab. You guys can make trillions of dollars. Perfect wife, trademark. Sick and tired of this shit? Here's perfect wife. This the clone. Ew, a hazmat trucker. 3, don't act codependent, needy. 4, be assertive. Well, what were the other 2? Don't be fat. Yeah, but she's not. It's doesn't apply to this one. Wyoming, who dang diggly do? $2. He needs to be on a married pill subreddit for tools. No, he's not. He's wrong. She's right. Hazel Raw, $5. Guys, if you work for the trains, you get great health insurance. I used to work for Medicare, and they have the best insurance. Yeah, the railroads are a good place to work. I think they're starting off $80,000. This is like 2-3 years ago. They were offering $80,000 in training. You just got to go be based on the middle of freaking nowhere like Edgemont or, Bison, North Dakota. It's just He's nowhere. Yeah, but I'm bored. Yeah, what? Come on. What else you got to do? You got to go to the nightclubs, bro? All right, there you go. That's it. Link to everything below. We'll see you guys later. Toodles.